King University Director of Athletic Communications, Travis Chell, here with Deral Brown, head men's wrestling coach. Coach, how's the last month looked for you? You were out in Sioux Falls at the national championships when the NCAA came out and kind of stopped everything. So what was that like?
Yeah, it's been just over a month since we were in Sioux Falls. Literally about 12 hours from the championships. We were in the hallway walking to our last practice when I got the call and the emails saying that the championships had been canceled. And obviously at that moment, just kind of looking around at my guys and the rest of the wrestlers in the hotel, you could just see the look of shock and disbelief in everybody's face, kind of just waiting to hear that it's not really true. So that was unfortunate. Obviously, you feel for your seniors and your first-time qualifiers, but that happened to everyone. It's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it was surreal here. We had a softball game here on campus, and I can only imagine being at an event like that, how surreal that was.
Yeah, no, it was definitely not something I would want to be a part of again. But I'm super proud of our guys for just keeping a positive attitude. Obviously we were disappointed, but they kept it positive, and our family was huge too. The families that traveled with us, each qualifier had their parents there, and they were really supportive and just making sure that they knew they were there with us and through it all.
Yeah, and prior to that, it was a pretty good season for the Tornado. Your first year here on campus, three qualifiers for the national championships, all finished third at the regional. Talk about kind of some ups and downs, maybe some highlights you'll look back on this year.
For sure. I'll start with the, end on the positive. We'll start with the downs. We had a lot of injury. I mean, you can look back through our schedule and the results and see in all the dual meets that, a lot of times we couldn't field a full team. And a lot of that was due to injuries and guys just being in unfortunate circumstances. Just to give you a couple examples, Jacob Wynn at 41, his first match of the season goes out and tears his shoulder and is out until second semester. Elijah C., who's ranked in the country all year up until the Midwest Classic, had a pretty significant rib injury, amongst other things that he was dealing with as well that kept him out of the lineup. And just a bunch of stories like that up and down the lineup that was pretty disappointing and hard to deal with. But again, super proud of the guys for peaking at the right time. And I mean, if you ask our family and our supporters who were at the regional tournament, even the guys who didn't qualify, we collectively wrestled the best we wrestled all season. Wynn again sticks out in my head, who wrestled Isaiah Royal, number one kid in the country, to a 6-3 match, 6-3 decision, and just really showing that he was ready to go in that moment.
Yeah, a lot of fight there from the team for sure. Trying to battle through all kinds of things. It was quite a year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, what have you been doing the last month since all this recruiting? I'm sure I know you've been doing stuff and challenge your guys on social media to do some workouts. How's all that going?
Yeah, it's going good. Just trying to, let people know we're still working, we're still here, and we're going to be ready to rock once COVID-19 settles down. So one of the things we've been doing is, challenging our wrestlers to stay engaged and stay working out, because, everyone, no one can get to a gym right now. But if you have your goals set for March, you can't allow this to stop you and deter you from those. So we've just been trying to challenge them. We call it the Tornado Wrestling Challenge, where every week I basically put together some kind of workout, make it a competition, and we put that on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And, we have a winner each week. We made it a point system so that at the end of the challenge series, the person with the most points will probably do a top 3. The goal is that you come back in the fall and you get some kind of reward for winning the challenge series.
Yeah. So that sounds like a lot of fun. I should jump in on that.
Yeah, you should. I tried to do the challenge that we did this week yesterday, and it was definitely difficult. So go for it.
It's always good to challenge them. Have you guys had any calls on teams or got together and kind of stay connected that way?
Yeah, so we're doing since we can't have our end of year banquet where we give our awards in person, we're going to do that on Zoom, April the 20th at 6 p.m. And we'll just announce our end of the year performance award, like your MVP, most improved, rookie of the year. But we'll also do some fun superlatives too. And the guys, they've been able to vote on those. And we'll announce those on social media as well.
Awesome. That's good. Looking forward to next year. I know the recruiting trail is always tough, and especially right now in that dead period. How's that been going, and what's it looking like for 2020, 21?
Yeah. Me, Coach Killian, and the guys, we're super excited for the recruiting class we have coming in for 2020, 2021. We've been fortunate enough to not be as affected by the dead period because we got most of the guys that we were really interested in on campus here for visits before that. So it's just a matter of finalizing paperwork and, last minute questions with admissions, that kind of thing. But we have a very talented class coming in, mixed with, junior college transfers, freshmen, transfers from other schools. So can't wait for it. And I think everybody would be really pleased with the class that we have to put out.
Yeah, and that should fit well with how well the performances were at regionals and 2 national qualifiers coming back. So should be a pretty good mix, it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure. We got Billings coming back. He'll be junior. Cade will be a junior, able to offer us some really good leadership there as guys who've been there and made it out through to the national tournament. So obviously really, really excited to have them back as well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you, Coach, and stay safe.
All right. Appreciate it. You too.